On Sunday night, gunshots were reported at 21 apartments. Residents of the complex say they heard multiple shots fired towards the back end of the complex. The apartment states on their website that their priority is to provide a safe home for students, along with how the gates have controlled access to the community. However, residents told us that the walk-in gate stays unlocked and the gate for vehicle stays open constantly. The spike strip for the gate was removed in December.
I think the management needs to really crack down on that because there was spikes, but all of a sudden when we got back from Christmas break,
Opening day for the Mississippi State softball team was held during the Bulldog kickoff this past weekend, and the Bulldogs are pleased with how it turned out. The ladies had a doubleheader to start off the season, with their first match against Georgia State at 3 o'clock and the follow-up against Stephen F. Austin at 5:30. The team came out victorious in both games, with a 4-0 win against Georgia State and a 2-0 win against Stephen F. Austin. Senior Amanda Ivey wanted to make sure that everyone knows it was a team effort that won them the first night.
Shout out to my team though for getting me around because I can get on base, but I can't score by myself. So my teammates knocking a couple hits together for me and getting me in there, and then KDN coming in behind me and scoring. That's huge. I mean, we work the process all the time, and it's just process based. I mean, timely hits win games. So.
Head coach Van Studeman is very eager to see what the team has in store for its fans throughout the season, saying that she has had confidence in the team from the very beginning.
Well, we do have veteran staff, and they are going to have to keep us in ball games to give us an opportunity to score. And I have confidence going into it from the get-go with all of them. They've just matured mentally. They've matured with their spots and their pitches. They're just a year better. Yeah. So, very confident in all of them, excited to work with all of them and see what they do together because they really are a staff that complements each other very well.
For Take 30 News, I'm Nicholas Erebia. Mississippi State University's chapter of the International Honor Society in Psychology teamed up with Erie to host a National Eating Disorders Association, or NEDA for short, walk on the Chadwick Lake walking track this past Saturday. The NEDA walk consisted of just one lap around the lake. Junior psychology major Dominique Pieroki was the head coordinator for the event and said it was created to help raise awareness for eating disorders.
Me and Psychi, which is the Psychology Honor Society on campus, just thought the eating disorders were very represented in the disorders, like in general, when you're learning about them. So we decided that it would be great to bring a NEDA walk to our campus, just to raise awareness overall campus-wide about eating disorders and get college students to start talking about it.
And that's exactly what happened. Participants and volunteers of the walk went around and were talking about eating disorders, not only to one another, but also to their friends and family. Kim Gawalski, a counselor here at Mississippi State, was ecstatic to finally see a way to help raise awareness on campus.
I think this is a phenomenal thing that's happening. Every last week of every February is National Eating Disorders Awareness Week, and it's something that I've always struggled with how to bring awareness. And so when I got in touch with Dominique and found out what Psychi was doing, I jumped on board. I think this is a great way to bring it out in the open, that this is something that happens at our campus, and we need to connect people with help. Help is possible, recovery is possible for sure.
There were around 80 participants for the walk, and just over $2,000 was raised for NEDA. For Take 30 News, I'm Nicholas Erebia.
The Mississippi State baseball team had Louisiana Tech on the ropes last night, but couldn't bring out the win in Stark Vegas. The matchup of the Bulldogs went scoreless in the first 2 innings, but MSU freshman Brent Baylock landed a home run deep in the right field to put the team on the board. Not long after that, the Diamond Dogs get another run with senior Cody Brown hitting a homer deep into right field. The game didn't see another run until Louisiana Tech scored twice in the top of the 8th and another in the 9th. With Mississippi State unable to respond in time, the game ended 3-2.
Lights, performances, and crowns took center stage at the 2017 Miss Maroon and White pageant. The MCs for the evening promised that promised the audience that they were in for a treat. At the end of the night, one talented young lady would be crowned the new Miss Maroon and White. Before calling out a top 10, each of the 33 contestants participated in a private interview and modeled an evening gown. Once the top 10 was announced, the contestants came out one more time to answer an onstage question. The outgoing winner, Molly May, performed a few songs and gave her farewell. The wait was over and the results were in. 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, and finally, freshman Sydney Ogletree was named the winner.
I was really excited and very confused as to how that happened, but I was really thankful, and it's just been a wonderful experience, and I encourage anyone else to do it.
After a long fall weekend for the Lady Bulldogs walked away from Super Bulldog Weekend with their first SEC Series win of the season against South Carolina Gamecocks. The Dogs started the series with a disappointing 0-3 loss, but that just fueled their fire to come back and win the series with their impressive scores of 6-4 on Saturday and 5-2 on Sunday. Coach Van Studeman believes that the whole team was responsible for this accomplishment.
And I thought it took the whole team to do it, and that's fun when everybody's contributing and they feel like a part of the series victory, and it's a necessity. So we kind of had it was in a must-win type situation, and they did it. So it's like I said earlier, a lot of grit, a lot of guts, a lot of mental toughness, a lot of fortitude.